Welcome all to our channel. Ever wondered what a spiritual awakening feels like? Today, we dive deep into this fascinating topic. A spiritual awakening, as the term suggests, is an awakening of the spirit. It's an inner transformation, a shift in perception that alters the way you perceive yourself and the world around you. It's like flipping a switch in your consciousness, illuminating aspects of reality that were previously hidden in the dark. Now, it's important to understand that spiritual awakening is a highly individual experience. It can happen gradually over a period of years, or it can happen suddenly, like a dam bursting open. It can be triggered by a profound life event, or it can arise spontaneously without any apparent cause. Despite its deeply personal nature, there are common signs and symptoms of spiritual awakening that many people experience. These might include an increased sensitivity to the world around you, a profound sense of inner peace, a strong desire for authenticity and truth, and a feeling of being connected to something greater than yourself. You might start to see synchronicities everywhere, or have powerful dreams and visions. You might feel a deep longing for something more, something beyond the material world. You might experience intense emotions, both positive and negative, as you confront your shadow and heal old wounds. And let's not forget the aha moments, those sudden insights and realizations that can change your life in an instant. These moments can be both exhilarating and terrifying, as they challenge your old beliefs and push you out of your comfort zone. In essence, a spiritual awakening is a journey of self-discovery and self-transformation. It's about waking up to the truth of who you are and the reality of the world you live in. It's about seeing beyond the illusions and delusions of the ego and connecting with the deeper spiritual aspects of your being. If you find our content engaging, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us produce more informative videos like this one. Now that we understand what spiritual awakening is, let's explore some common signs that you might be experiencing it. One of the most telling signs of a spiritual awakening is an increased sense of empathy. You might start to feel a deep connection with those around you, picking up on their emotions as if they were your own. This new depth of understanding can be overwhelming, but it's also a beautiful testament to your growing spiritual awareness. It's like you're tuning into a wider range of frequencies, picking up signals you couldn't access before. In these moments of heightened empathy, you might find yourself drawn to authenticity. You're no longer content with surface-level interactions or hollow small talk. You yearn for genuine connections, honest conversations, and a life that aligns with your inner truth. This desire for authenticity can lead to significant changes in your life, as you start to shed anything that doesn't align with your newfound sense of self. Another common sign of spiritual awakening is a shift in perspective. You begin to view life through a different lens, one that reveals the interconnectedness of all things. You might start to see patterns where you once saw chaos, or unity where you once saw division. This new perspective can be both exhilarating and disconcerting, as it challenges your preconceived notions and forces you to question your beliefs. Some people experience an increased awareness of their physical surroundings during a spiritual awakening. The world seems more vibrant, more detailed, more alive. It's as if a veil has been lifted, revealing a depth and richness you never knew existed. This heightened awareness can be accompanied by a newfound appreciation for the beauty of nature, a deep reverence for life, and a profound sense of awe and wonder. You might also notice changes in your dreams during a spiritual awakening. Your dream world becomes more vivid, more complex, and more significant. You may experience lucid dreams or receive messages and insights in your sleep. This increased dream activity is a reflection of your subconscious mind processing your spiritual transformation. Lastly, a spiritual awakening often triggers a quest for knowledge. You're driven by an insatiable curiosity, a thirst for understanding, a hunger for wisdom. You may find yourself drawn to spiritual texts, philosophy, or metaphysical studies. This pursuit of knowledge is not just intellectual but also experiential. You seek to understand not only with your mind, but also with your heart and soul. Remember, these signs are just a guide. Your experience will be unique to you, Each spiritual awakening is as unique as the individual experiencing it. It's a deeply personal journey that can't be defined by a checklist or a set of criteria. These signs are not definitive proof of a spiritual awakening, but they can provide some clues, some breadcrumbs on the path to self-discovery. Trust your intuition, listen to your inner voice, and honor your unique experience. Now, let's debunk some common misconceptions about spiritual awakening. One commonly held belief is that spiritual awakening is synonymous with religious enlightenment. However, that's not necessarily the case. While it's true that many people do find a deeper connection to their chosen faith during a spiritual awakening, it's not a prerequisite. Spiritual awakening is more about personal growth and understanding, about connecting with your inner self and the world around you on a deeper level. It's not tied to any particular religion or belief system and can be experienced by anyone, regardless of their religious affiliation or lack thereof. Another misconception is that spiritual awakening always leads to unending happiness and bliss. While a spiritual awakening can certainly lead to increased joy and contentment, it's not always a smooth journey. There can be moments of confusion, doubt, and even pain as you confront aspects of yourself and your life that you may have been ignoring or suppressing. It's a process of growth and change, and like any process of change, it can be challenging at times. Many people also believe that spiritual awakening is a one-time event, a sudden burst of insight that changes everything overnight. But in reality, it's typically a gradual process unfolding over time. It's not a flash of lightning, but rather a slow sunrise, gently illuminating the landscape of your life. Lastly, there's a misconception that spiritual awakenings are only for the chosen few, for saints and spiritual leaders. But the truth is, anyone can experience a spiritual awakening. It's not a matter of being special or chosen, but of being open and receptive, of being willing to question and explore, of being brave enough to face the unknown. It's important to separate fact from fiction when it comes to spiritual awakening. It's a deeply personal journey, unique to each individual. And while it can be a challenging process, it can also be incredibly rewarding, leading to profound personal growth and a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you. Spiritual awakening isn't always easy. It can bring challenges as well as rewards. As we journey down the path of spiritual enlightenment, we must acknowledge that it's not always a smooth ride. The road to awakening is often paved with trials and tribulations. But as most seasoned travelers will tell you, it's these challenges that make the journey all the more enriching. Firstly, one of the most common challenges on this transformative journey is the feeling of isolation. As you begin to awaken spiritually, you may find yourself feeling out of sync with those around you. It might seem as though you're walking a path that others can't see or understand. This can lead to a sense of loneliness and disconnection. It's important to remember, however, that this isolation is often temporary. As you continue on your spiritual journey, you are likely to find others who resonate with your experiences and understand your path. Next, spiritual awakening can often bring about confusion. As your perception of the world starts to shift, you may question everything you once believed to be true. This can be unsettling and may leave you feeling lost. But it's essential to understand that this confusion is a natural part of the process. As you let go of old beliefs and open up to new perspectives, confusion is bound to arise. It's a sign that you're growing and evolving, and with time, clarity will come. Another hurdle that many face during their spiritual awakening is fear. As we awaken, we often come face to face with our deepest fears and insecurities. We may encounter fears about the unknown, about losing control, or about facing our true selves. This can be scary, but it's crucial to remember that fear is just an emotion. It's not a reflection of reality. By facing our fears head-on, we can learn to move past them and continue our journey towards spiritual enlightenment. Lastly, it's worth noting that spiritual awakening can also bring physical challenges. Some people report experiencing physical symptoms such as changes in appetite, sleep patterns, or even unexplained aches and pains. These symptoms are often a reflection of the internal changes that are taking place. While they can be uncomfortable, they are usually temporary and will subside as your body adjusts to the new energy. Spiritual awakening isn't a walk in the park. It's a profound journey of self-discovery that often brings with it a multitude of challenges. But remember, these challenges are part of the journey, and they can lead to profound growth. As we face these challenges, we must remember that they are not roadblocks, but stepping stones. Each challenge offers us an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to deepen our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. So, when you encounter these challenges, embrace them. They are not obstacles on your path, but signposts guiding you towards deeper wisdom and understanding. But remember, these challenges are part of the journey, and they can lead to profound growth. So how do you navigate a spiritual awakening? Let's discuss some strategies. First and foremost, practicing mindfulness is key. Mindfulness is the act of being fully present in the moment, of observing your thoughts and feelings without judgment. It's like being an observer of your own mind. When you're going through a spiritual awakening, you might experience a whirlwind of emotions and thoughts. Mindfulness allows you to witness these experiences without getting overwhelmed by them. It's about acknowledging what's happening within you, but not getting swept away by the current. In practicing mindfulness, you can use various techniques such as meditation, deep breathing, or simply paying attention to your senses. For example, during meditation, you might focus on your breath, the sensation of the air entering and leaving your body. This helps to anchor you in the present moment, providing a sense of calm amidst the storm. Next, seeking support is essential. A spiritual awakening can sometimes feel like a solitary journey, but remember, you're not alone. Reach out to people who've gone through similar experiences. Join online forums or local groups. You'd be surprised at how many people are willing to share their experiences and offer advice. There's comfort in knowing that others have navigated the same path and emerged stronger on the other side. Therapists or spiritual counselors can also provide valuable guidance. They can help you process your feelings and offer tools to handle the changes you're experiencing. Don't hesitate to seek professional help if you feel it's necessary. It's not a sign of weakness, but rather a step towards understanding and embracing your spiritual awakening. Lastly, be patient with yourself. A spiritual awakening isn't a one-time event, but rather a journey. It's a process of unfolding, of peeling back layers to reveal your authentic self. This journey is unique to everyone, and there's no set timeline. Some people might experience a rapid awakening, while others might go through a gradual process. Neither is better than the other. It's simply different paths leading to the same destination. During this time, it's important to practice self-compassion. Be gentle with yourself. Understand that it's okay to not have all the answers, to feel confused or lost. These feelings are part of the journey. They're signposts pointing towards growth and transformation. And remember, a spiritual awakening isn't about reaching a final destination or achieving a state of perfection. It's about the journey itself, the process of growing, learning, and evolving. It's about becoming more in tune with your true self, more aware of your connection to the universe, and more compassionate towards others. With the right strategies, you can navigate your spiritual awakening with grace and resilience. Despite its challenges, spiritual awakening can bring incredible benefits. Let's explore some of them. One of the most profound benefits is the rise of self-awareness. This is not the everyday awareness that helps us navigate our physical world, but a deeper, more intuitive understanding of ourselves. It's like turning on a light in a room that was previously dark. You start to perceive your thoughts, emotions, and actions from a fresh perspective, and begin to recognize patterns that may have been invisible before. This heightened self-awareness can lead to profound personal growth and self-improvement. Another remarkable benefit of spiritual awakening is the deepening of connections with others. As you become more attuned to your inner world, you also become more empathetic and understanding towards others. You begin to see the common threads that bind us all together, regardless of our apparent differences. This newfound appreciation for our shared humanity can foster stronger, more meaningful relationships. Furthermore, spiritual awakening often brings a greater sense of peace and tranquility. As you shed old beliefs and perceptions that no longer serve you, you create space for inner peace to flourish. You learn to let go of unnecessary worries and fears and instead focus on the present moment, which is the only place where life truly exists. This sense of peace is not dependent on external circumstances, but comes from within, making it sustainable and enduring. Finally, spiritual awakening can foster a profound sense of purpose and direction. As you become more aligned with your true self, you naturally gravitate towards activities and pursuits that are in harmony with your deepest values and passions. This alignment can bring a sense of fulfillment and joy that transcends the fleeting pleasures of the physical world. These benefits, increased self-awareness, deeper connections with others, greater peace, and a strong sense of purpose, are just the tip of the iceberg. There are countless other ways in which spiritual awakening can enrich your life. These benefits can transform your life in wonderful ways. To bring this topic to life, let's hear some real stories of spiritual awakening. Our first story is about a woman named Emma. Emma was a high-powered executive, living in the fast lane, always chasing the next big deal. But one day, she found herself feeling empty, as if something was missing from her life. She began to question the purpose of her existence. This led her on a journey of self-discovery and spiritual awakening. Emma started meditating, reading spiritual texts, and exploring different spiritual practices. She found peace in silence and solitude, something she had never experienced before in her busy life. Emma's spiritual awakening changed her perspective on life. She left her corporate job and now spends her time teaching mindfulness and meditation to others. Next, we have the story of Tom. Tom was a skeptic, always dismissing spirituality as hocus pocus. But when he was faced with a life-threatening illness, his perspective started to shift. The fear of death and the uncertainty of his future led him to look for answers beyond the physical realm. He began to explore the concept of spirituality and the idea of a higher power. This exploration led him to a spiritual awakening, a realization that there was more to life than just the material world. He found comfort and hope in his newfound spirituality, and it helped him face his illness with courage and positivity. Today, Tom is a believer and shares his spiritual journey with others who are facing similar challenges. Our third story is about Anna. Anna was always spiritually inclined. She grew up in a religious family and was taught to believe in a higher power. But as she grew older, she started questioning the dogmas and rituals she was brought up with. She felt a disconnect between her religious upbringing and her personal beliefs. This inner conflict led her to a spiritual awakening. She realized that spirituality was not about following a set of rules or rituals, but about finding her own connection with the divine. Anna now practices spirituality in her own unique way, unbound by the constraints of traditional religion. Lastly, let's talk about Raj. Raj's spiritual awakening was triggered by a profound experience of nature. During a trek in the Himalayas, he found himself overwhelmed by the beauty and grandeur of the mountains. He felt a deep connection with nature and a sense of oneness with the universe. This experience triggered a spiritual awakening in him. He realized that he was not separate from nature, but a part of it. Raj's spiritual awakening led him to live a more sustainable and eco-friendly lifestyle. These stories show us that spiritual awakening can happen to anyone, regardless of their background, beliefs, or life circumstances. The path to spiritual awakening is not the same for everyone. It can be triggered by a life-changing event, a deep inner conflict, a profound experience of nature, or a simple realization of the emptiness of material pursuits. These stories also highlight the transformative power of spiritual awakening. It can bring about a profound shift in our perspective, making us more aware of our connection with the universe and the deeper purpose of our existence. It can help us find peace, meaning, and fulfillment in our lives. In the end, these stories remind us that spiritual awakening is not a destination, but a journey of self-discovery, growth, and transformation. A journey that can help us live a more conscious, mindful, and meaningful life. These stories show us that spiritual awakening is a deeply personal journey. If someone you know is experiencing a spiritual awakening, you may wonder how to support them. Let's discuss some ways. Spiritual awakenings, as you may recall from earlier segments, can be deeply transformative experiences. They often come with a profound sense of realignment and understanding, but they can also be accompanied by confusion, loneliness, and even fear. So, when someone you care about is undergoing this process, your support can be invaluable. The first strategy to consider is simply listening with an open mind. A spiritual awakening can be a difficult thing to put into words, and the person experiencing it might not fully understand it themselves. They may grapple with describing their feelings, their experiences, and the insights they're gaining. By listening without judgment, you're giving them a safe space to explore and express their experiences. Remember, it's not about agreeing or disagreeing, but about creating a space where they feel heard and validated. Next, offer reassurance. In the midst of a spiritual awakening, it's common to feel as though one's worldview has been turned upside down. This can bring about fear and anxiety. Reassure your loved one that it's okay to feel uncertain or overwhelmed. Remind them that spiritual awakening is a journey of self-discovery, and it's perfectly normal to experience a range of emotions along the way. In addition, be patient. Spiritual awakenings don't happen overnight. They're a process that unfolds over time. Your loved one may need time to integrate their new understanding into their daily life. They may need to explore different spiritual practices, read various books, or simply spend time in quiet reflection. Be patient with them as they navigate this journey, and understand that they may not be able to return to their previous routines or beliefs immediately. Another important point is to respect their journey. Each person's spiritual awakening is unique, and what works for one person may not work for another. It's important to respect their individual process and not to impose your own beliefs or expectations on them. Remember, this is their experience, their journey, and they need to traverse it in their own way. Finally, remember to check in on their well-being. Spiritual awakenings can be intense, and it's crucial to ensure that your loved one is taking care of their physical and emotional health. Encourage them to eat well, exercise, get plenty of sleep, and seek professional help if they're feeling extremely anxious or depressed. Supporting someone through a spiritual awakening can be a delicate task, but it's also an opportunity to deepen your connection with them. By offering understanding and support, you can help them navigate their spiritual awakening. It's a privilege to be invited into someone's spiritual journey. And by following these strategies, you can provide the support and understanding they need during this transformative time. By offering understanding and support, you can help them navigate their spiritual awakening. We've covered a lot of ground today. Let's reflect on the key points. As we journeyed together through the terrain of spiritual awakening, we started by understanding what it is: an inner transformation, a shift in consciousness, a reconnection with our true self. It's not about becoming something new, but about coming back to who we truly are. Remember, there's no one-size-fits-all definition, as it's an intensely personal and subjective experience. We talked about the signs of this awakening, how it might manifest in your life. You might feel a deep-seated dissatisfaction with life as you know it. You might start questioning things, experiencing a thirst for truth and wisdom. You may feel increasingly empathetic and compassionate, connected to others and the world around you. There may be changes in your sleep patterns, your energy levels, your perception of time. These signs are your spirit's way of signaling that it's time for a change, a shift, an awakening. But we also discussed the misconceptions, didn't we? It's not all sunshine and rainbows. It's not about being happy all the time or becoming a superhuman. It's about growth, evolution, and that can be challenging. It's about facing your shadows, your fears, your insecurities. It's about embracing all aspects of your being, the light and the dark, and finding balance. The challenges of spiritual awakening are real, but they're not insurmountable. It can be disorienting, it can be lonely, it can be scary. But remember, it's all part of the process. It's the cocoon stage before the butterfly emerges. It's the breaking down of the old to make way for the new. And we've learned how to navigate this journey. Remember, it's not a race. It's not about reaching a destination. It's about the journey itself. It's about practicing mindfulness, about listening to your intuition, about honoring your feelings. It's about self-care, about finding balance, about setting boundaries. It's about seeking support when you need it and giving yourself permission to rest, to heal, to grow at your own pace. We've also explored the benefits of this awakening, the peace that comes from knowing yourself truly, deeply, authentically, the freedom that comes from letting go of societal expectations, of the need to fit in, the joy that comes from living a life aligned with your values, your passions, your purpose, the love that comes from embracing your humanity, from recognizing the divine in yourself and others. We've heard stories of spiritual awakening, of people just like you and me who've gone through this process. Each story unique, yet resonating with the same themes of transformation, growth, and self-discovery. Stories of struggle and triumph, of darkness and light, of loss and gain. Stories that inspire, that empower, that remind us that we're not alone on this journey. And we've learned how to support others who are going through their own spiritual awakening, how to offer empathy, understanding, patience, how to provide a safe space for them to express their feelings, their fears, their hopes, how to encourage them to trust their journey, to follow their intuition, to take care of themselves. We've covered a lot of ground today. Let's reflect on the key points. As we conclude this enlightening journey, let's remember that spiritual awakening is not a one-time event. It's a continuous process. It's a journey of self-discovery, of growth, of transformation. It's about embracing all aspects of our being, about finding balance and peace within ourselves. It's about reconnecting with our true self, with the world around us, with the divine. Remember, spiritual awakening is a journey, not a destination. Embrace the process and you'll find yourself growing in ways you never imagined. Thank you for joining us today, and don't forget to subscribe for more enlightening discussions.